America's wild hog and crocodile crisis. A land under siege. Texas sunsets once meant calm evenings of crickets and warm wind. Today, many farmers greet nightfall with anxiety and loaded rifles. The enemy? Feral hogs, relentless invaders that plow through soil and heart alike. Every dawn I walk the fields praying the fences held. Says Maria Lopez, a third-generation farmer near San Antonio. But the tracks always tell me, another long night of damage. Her voice cracks describing rows of ruined corn, the cost of repairs outpacing profit. Across Texas, this story repeats until it feels less like agriculture and more like warfare. The unstoppable rise of wild hogs. Current estimates, over 3 million feral hogs roam Texas. Annual U.S. agricultural losses exceed $1.5 billion. They breed with staggering speed, 2 litters per year, up to 12 piglets each. Wild hogs are rooters and wreckers. They churn pastures into mud, destroy irrigation lines, and even threaten airport runways. Emotional toll on rural communities. Rancher Eli Carter shares. I used to save for my kids' college. Now that money fixes fences and buys feed we never get to harvest. Hunting at the edge of night. Hunting remains the frontline tactic. Night vision scopes and suppressors let hunters strike when hogs are most active. AR-10 rifles dominate, but success depends on teamwork and training, not just firepower. Hunters focus on sounders, the family groups, because removing females and piglets slows population growth far more than taking lone boars. It's not sport. It's stewardship, says veteran hunter Angela Moore. But it's heartbreaking when you see how clever they are, how they try to shield the young. Net traps, technology meets tradition. As rifles prove insufficient, net traps surge ahead as the smart solution. Circular nets, steel stakes, and fermented corn bait create an irresistible lure. Infrared cameras and smartphone triggers allow operators to wait until the entire herd is inside before releasing the trap. Success rates soar to 80% when deployed at night. Why net traps matter? Unlike bullets or poisons. No collateral damage to deer, livestock, or pets. Low cost, as little as $200 per night for large captures. Humane, animals are checked within 12 to 24 hours, reducing suffering. Heart versus necessity. Some critics call trapping cruel. Wildlife biologist Dr. Hannah Reed disagrees. Compared to poisoning or endless gunfire, live capture is merciful. Stress is temporary. Ecosystem collapse is permanent. Farmers like Maria echo that conflict of heart and duty. I don't like killing. But if I don't act, my children lose their future here. The national nightmare. This is no longer a Texas issue. From Missouri to Florida, wild hogs trample suburbs and golf courses, even creeping into city parks. USDA studies show only 29% of the annual cull target is met nationwide. To halt growth, 66 to 70% must be removed every year. The numbers are a stark warning, we are losing ground. Historical echoes. America faced a similar challenge with European rabbits in the 19th century. Only a combination of community action, government policy, and evolving technology brought balance. The hog crisis demands the same relentless resolve. Interlude, human resilience. Fathers teach children to repair traps. Mothers organize night watches. Church groups raise funds for thermal drones. It's not just pest control, it's a fight for cultural survival. Part 2, Crocodiles, Silent Predators. Beneath the murky surface. While hogs ravage land, crocodiles haunt the water. Saltwater crocodile, up to 7 m long, 1,000 kilograms, and a bite force of 3,700 psi. Global attacks rising from tilde 85 to nearly 200 per year. A survivor's testimony. On June 2, 2023, diver Liam Walker was ambushed in a northern Australian river. It felt like a sledgehammer crushed my arm. I saw nothing, only sudden pain in those ancient eyes. He escaped, scarred for life, a living reminder of nature's raw power. Managing a lethal legacy. Wildlife agencies face a brutal calculus. Relocation where possible. Targeted removals when human life is at risk. Community education. Don't swim at dusk, secure pets, install riverbank barriers. Ranger Naledi Mokina. We respect them. We also fear them. Balance is everything. Shared lessons across continents. Whether Texas hogs or Australian crocodiles, patterns emerge. Climate change expands habitats. Technology, drones, sensors, smart traps, offers hope. Community unity determines success. Epilogue, our choice. The struggle is more than animal versus human. It is a test of innovation, compassion, and resolve. We aren't trying to conquer nature, Maria says softly. We're trying to live with it, and keep living at all. Like, share, and comment below. Do net traps represent a humane future? How should communities coexist with apex predators? Subscribe to Vendor&Wildlife channel for the next chapter in this unfolding drama. The human struggle to live beside crocodiles. Fear along the riverbank. Moonlight drapes the wetlands of northern Australia. Children play closer to verandas than to the shore. Every ripple on the water feels like a warning. We used to swim here every summer, recalls Leah Marikai, a mother of 3 from Arnhem Land. Now, when the wind moves the reeds, my heart jumps. You never forget the stories of neighbors who didn't come back. This is no distant myth. It is daily reality for thousands of families living along crocodile country. The predator returns. Population rebound. After decades of hunting bans, saltwater crocodiles have rebounded to over 100,000 in northern Australia. Rising encounters. Reported attacks have climbed from tilde 85 annually in the early 2000s to nearly 200 today. These reptiles reach 7 meters 23 feet, and weigh over 1,000 kilograms, with a bite force among the strongest in the animal kingdom. Their comeback is a conservation success, but also a public safety dilemma. Crocodile control hunts using firearms. Wildlife officers authorize carefully regulated firearm hunts to protect communities. Timing the hunt. Crocodiles often bask on muddy banks in late afternoon, when air cools. Hunters wait in silence, using camouflage and downwind approach. A single misstep, a snapped twig, a splash, can send the animal sliding back into dark water. Patience is everything, says licensed hunter Daniel Wright. Hours of stillness for one chance. Miss it, and the croc remembers you. Extreme risk. Dense swamp terrain hides roots and sudden drop-offs. One hunter's slip can mean instant death. Teamwork and constant radio contact are mandatory. Training, licensing, and law. Australia enforces strict requirements. Minimum age 18. Advanced firearms and wildlife management training. Physical fitness tests. Strict quotas, no more than 2 adult crocodiles per day, January-June season. Breaking these rules brings heavy fines and permanent license loss. Ethical tensions. Yet each rifle report triggers debate. Conservationist Dr. Asher Bennett. A single bullet can protect a child, but it can also echo as cruelty across the wetlands. Indigenous elder Garimala Unyuping adds. For us, Baru, the crocodile, is ancestor. We hunt only in ceremony, with deep respect. Modern hunts must remember that spirit. Traps, a different path. Because firearms spark controversy, many turn to live capture traps. Giant iron enclosures, up to 12 feet by 10 feet, are set in known crocodile channels. Baited with fish or feral pig carcasses, fitted with infrared sensors and remote release gates. When the full group enters, operators trigger the door from a safe distance. Dramatic rescues. A single trap can capture 5 to 10 crocodiles at once. But retrieval is a test of sheer grit. Ranger Tom Harkins remembers. It took 5 of us, 2 ropes, and nearly 2 hours to drag a 3-meter male onto the bank. He fought like a storm, tail lashing, jaws clamping steel. Despite the struggle, traps allow relocation to wildlife parks or controlled habitats, sparing lives while reducing local danger. Balancing safety and compassion. Traps aren't pain-free, captured animals thrash and stress. But compared with firearms or poison, experts rate them far more humane. Wildlife manager Karen Duong notes. A night in a trap is stress. A bullet is final. If we value both people and the species, traps give us a middle road. Fighting the black market. Illegal hunting undermines all progress. Luxury leather trade fuels a shadow economy. Poachers risk, and sometimes accept, imprisonment and heavy fines for the lucrative skins. Authorities now deploy drones, night patrols, and DNA tracking to intercept poached hides and protect wild populations. Community voices. Farmers, fishers, and rangers share a complicated respect. I see their eyes in the spotlight and feel awe, not hate, says fisherman Mick Roberts. But when one takes a neighbor's dog or worse, you act. Children learn early. Don't swim at dusk. Stay 3 meters back from riverbanks. Listen for the telltale splash that means move, now. Shared lessons for a changing world. The crocodile crisis mirrors other global challenges. Texas feral hogs. Florida pythons. Asian wild elephants entering cities. Each demands a blend of science, tradition, and moral clarity. Epilogue, our choice. Standing at the water's edge at sunset, Leah watches her children play a safe distance away. I don't want them to grow up fearing nature, she whispers. But I need them alive to see it. The question lingers. How do we coexist with predators older than history itself? Comment 1, if you believe regulated firearm hunts remain necessary. Comment 0 if you support traps or alternative methods. Share your thoughts on new solutions, technology, relocation, or coexistence strategies. Like, subscribe, and share to support Vendor&Wildlife and join the ongoing conversation on living safely and respectfully beside the wild.